you want some of the best skyline views that Seattle has to offer, great walkability, historic charm, and easy access to the entire city, Queen Anne might be a perfect spot for you. Today, we're gonna tour one of Seattle's most iconic neighborhoods, home to the Space Needle, Cary Park, and some of the most beautiful homes in the city. Come along with me today as we give you an idea of what it's like to live here in Queen Anne. Now, Queen Anne is located directly north of downtown Seattle. It's bordered by Lake Union to the east, Elliott Bay to the southwest, and Inner Bay and Magnolia to the northwest. It sits on one of the city's steepest hills, over 450 feet at its highest point. Now, like I said, it's great proximity to downtown. It can take you just a few minutes to get right into downtown, depending how deep in Queen Anne you are. But you have quick access to South Lake Union, where Amazon headquarters are, and some other big local tech companies, the Seattle waterfront, Fremont, Ballards, the Seattle Center, and much more. It's certainly great for tech commuters, but anybody that's really commuting in the Seattle area for work. Now let's talk about the different sections of Queen Anne and what you can find in each area, starting with Upper Queen Anne. Now, Upper Queen Anne is much more residential, more tree-lined street, and a bit more laid back and slower pace. You have some great local cafes, coffee shops, bakeries, and a really great community feel here in Upper Queen Anne. Because it's on the upper side of Queen Anne, there are a lot of larger properties and some great view homes. Now, if we go to Lower Queen Anne, or the more uptown area, this certainly feels much more urban, dense, and walkable than Upper Queen Anne will. It's home to the Seattle Center, Climate Pledge Arena, and everything happening right there in Seattle. You have a lot of condos, apartments, multifamily type buildings. It is much more dense, like I said, than the Upper Queen Anne section, which is quite a bit more residential. And you'll certainly have more restaurants, nightlife, retail, and things going on here on the Lower Queen Anne side. You'll also have the western and eastern slopes here, which can have some amazing city, water, and mountain views. The eastern slopes overlook Lake Union and downtown, while the western slopes overlook Elliott Bay. You're gonna have a wide mix of different types of residential homes, townhomes, condos, and everything in between. You'll have a lot of different options here. Now let's talk about the lifestyle and community and what it really feels like to live here in the Queen Anne area. It can sometimes have a bit of a trendy feel, but it is very established and will feel that way when you come in here. You'll be able to tell that this is one of the most charming neighborhoods in Seattle right off the bat. It is very active. You'll see a lot of morning joggers, strollers being pushed around, people on their runs, and just enjoying the neighborhood. It is very sophisticated, but it's not so far that way that it feels pretentious. It's just a great sophisticated feeling. It definitely has a very strong neighborhood pride. Now, you're gonna have a wide range of folks that live here in Queen Anne, because Upper Queen Anne and Lower Queen Anne will offer a little bit different lifestyle. You're gonna have all sorts of walks of life here. In Lower Queen Anne, of course, you're gonna have a lot of those tech folks living there because of the proximity to South Lake Union, where you've got Amazon headquarters and many other local tech companies nearby. You'll also have a lot of established residents here that have been here for decades and have stayed because it's such a beautiful place to live. A lot of highly educated older professionals and a lot of younger professionals reside all over Queen Anne. Lower Queen Anne will definitely skew a little bit younger, while Upper Queen Anne will skew a little bit older. Now let's talk about the things to do here in Queen Anne. Let's start with Cary Park. Now, Cary Park is the postcard view of the Space Needle in downtown Seattle. This is the tourist destination where you see people going out, taking beautiful pictures of that Seattle skyline. It's an amazing vantage point. You'll also have the Seattle Center here in Queen Anne and the Space Needle. You can take the kids over to the Science Center. There's going to be lots of events and farmers markets, concerts, outdoor events, all sorts of things happening through the year, especially right here at the Seattle Center. You'll have the Museum of Pop Culture as well, the International Fountain, and like I said, just events happening through the year. Now, Queen Anne will give you that outdoor accessibility as well. There are tons of parks all over the place, some smaller parks and some larger ones, some with sports courts, some with play fields. You have lots of trails all over the place. If you want to take the dog for a walk or go for your morning jog, there are a lot of trails to take advantage of. We also have Queen Anne Avenue, which is the business district where you can enjoy some local shopping, some more cafes, restaurants, and retail right there on Queen Anne Avenue. And spread all throughout Queen Anne, you're gonna have a lot of those options as well, not just on Queen Anne Ave. There are tons of coffee shops and cafes and bakeries and local retail. Now let's talk about the real estate in Queen Anne, because of course, if you're gonna move here, you wanna know how expensive it's gonna be to live here. The residential median home price currently is just over 1.3 million, while the median condo price currently is about 433,000. So if you are wanting to be in Queen Anne, but you're looking for some more affordable options, there are a lot of condos and townhomes in this area as well. Now, of course, Queen Anne is going to have a lot of historic, beautiful homes, including Craftsman's, Tudors, Victorians, and Colonials. You're going to have some amazing luxury view homes with early 1900s architecture and just that beautiful style that you'll see around Queen Anne. Of course, like I mentioned as well, you've got tree-lined streets, just your quintessential beautiful neighborhood. Now, like I said, you'll have a lot of condos and apartments as well, typically more on the lower Queen Anne side, and townhomes spread throughout the entire neighborhood. If schools are a consideration for you, Queen Anne could be a great location for you to consider. You've got Queen Anne Elementary, which is one of the top rated schools. It's a 9 out of 10 on the great schools. You've got Co Elementary, which is also a 9 out of 10. You've got McClure Middle School in Lower Queen Anne, which is an 8 out of 10 on great schools. And then for high school, you are serviced by Lincoln High School, which is a 10 out of 10 on great schools. Now let's summarize the Queen Anne area just by going over the pros and cons of what it would be like to live here. So of course, we talked about the centralized location and how easy it is to get to and from Queen Anne if you need immediate access to the downtown area. You have great walkability here. It's home to some of the best Seattle landmarks, and there's tons of options for things to do, whether it's cafes, restaurants, retail, or outdoor activities. Lastly, you'll have a mix of more urban living and more residential living, and really strong long-term growth because it is such a desirable neighborhood to be in. Now, of course, any area is going to have its cons, so let's talk about that here in Queen Anne. It is very hilly, so those that might not want to walk up and down hills or drive up and down hills constantly, it is one of the downsides of being in Queen Anne. Now, most people feel that it's not a major issue because we don't get huge snowstorms here for most of the year. We get a little bit of snow every year, but not much. So for a lot of people, it's not an issue, but it is something you need to know about. Queen Anne is very hilly. Now, parking, especially in Lower Queen Anne, can certainly be very tight. There's a lot of street parking and it's pretty compact. So that's just something good to know if you're buying a home over here and you're looking at homes. Some of these homes will not have individual driveway or garage parking. Some of them will only have street parking, so you need to be aware of that and make sure it's going to fit with what you're looking for. Homes are more expensive. The median home price here in Seattle is just under $1 million. Here in Queen Anne, it's over 1.3. So you are going to pay more to be here, but of course that's for good reason because so many people want to be in this area. I hope this video was helpful for you to figure out what it's like to live here in Queen Anne and decide if this is maybe a location that you want to consider. If you are moving over here or making a move within the Seattle area and you want to talk more about maybe moving to Queen Anne or finding the right location for you, whether it's in Seattle proper or in one of the surrounding suburbs, I love helping you guys out. Those of you that reach out to me here from YouTube, so I'd love to hear from you, chat with you about some great locations and find the right home for you to purchase in this area. You can contact me at my info below. I look forward to helping you out, and thanks for watching this one.